Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing off this castle build that I've been working on for some time now. You could finish this here and just either leave it open or leave it closed, but if you're new to this thing, these are the materials you're going to need. You are going to need some red glass blocks, some lava buckets, cobblestone, black stone, scaffolding, soul torch, red nether brick slab, red nether brick stairs, red nether brick, and jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah, that's basically all you need for this build, but before we get into that, I kind of want to explain something here. If you have seen this comment right here, I'll put a picture up right now, you would have seen the fact that I can't complete this build anymore. The reason being for this is that it just looks a little weird. I mean, take a look at it from this point of view. This does not look even compared to this. This looks so bad. And same thing with this. If I do that at the same thing, yeah, it's just going to look a little unusual. I'm going to need to fix that build right there. I'm going to have to fix this up, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to be working on this castle here. So let's just get straight into it. So we're going to be using the fill command, I think, a lot throughout this whole thing. So, how do we start this? First of all, if you want to continue on this build, you could in fact cover this entire thing up here with blackstone, but you'd want to fill in these two layers right here, but going all the way into there. Now, the reason you want to do that is so you can put these sea lanterns in. I might have forgot to say this, but you need sea lanterns as well. But the sea lanterns you're going to be using to make some bridge going across to this tower right here. We'll open up this tower, and then you can go straight towards this tower from each corner. But yeah, that's basically what we'll be doing today. But let's focus on the main thing here. We're going to focus on filling in this thing. Now, you can use any command. You can use the fill command for this. That would make things a lot quicker. So make sure you have your mobile out, and make sure you follow me. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. So you should only need to do this once, I think. So if I'm not mistaken, all you need to do is just go here to there. Alright, that should be the correct command location of where you need to go. So see that position word on the top of my screen? Yeah, keep an eye on that, because you're going to need to take at least 2 photos to find a difference. So take a photo of the first command point and then do the same thing but on the opposite corner and the opposite side. So once you've done that, just go straight to this side. So you remember we were on that side before. Take a photo right here and then type in those commands like I'm going to show you right now. My command said before we went to this location, it said this. So it went with, well, this is in my perspective. So what I usually do here when I'm filling in commands, if you have to put like I want to call it a minus, like this thing, I'd usually save that for last. So for me it's 170 and then minus 44 and 196, sorry. So you could do this and then press the spacebar in between, but what I do normally, we'll do this on the next one, is I do the numbers first and put the, I want to say minus mark on the thing at the end. So I do this, 2, 9, 2, 44, and then 50. So as you see, I did not put the minus there, we've got to put the minus in now. And that should be what you need to do. Now all you need to do now is type in the word blackstone or whatever the block is that you're using, and then stone. If you have spell check, it will help big time. So blackstone, and then cover that up and you should be good to go. Now I made a little mistake here because I forgot to put the number at the end to go up one higher. So make sure you fix up that mistake like I didn't do. Okay, so I did make a mistake with the command thing. You see this middle number right here and here? Make sure you set those numbers to 1 higher. don't leave one below and one up higher. Yeah, this should work. So this should work, and don't forget to put whatever block is that you want to use to fill it in at the end. So, and there we go. It's all filled in. Now that is a pretty simple command to use. So what are we going to do next? We're going to be going 10 more in from in here. So if you didn't know, this whole gap here is 10 blocks in from the wall. So we're going to go 10 blocks from here, and this is including the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what you want to do here, I believe, is what you want to do is make sure you go do the same kind of tower you did here, but make sure you start from up here. Don't start from inside, just start from up here. It's a lot easier. So if it helps to remember how to do this, just make sure you count how many blocks you used before. This is 7 blocks, so just go 7 blocks from the middle here. So go 3 here, miss 1, and then go the rest. And a helpful tip, it would also help to just have like a little door open into there. It only needs to be 1 or 2 blocks. It only needs to be 2 blocks tall. So yeah, that's basically that. Go do the same thing here until you get to the other side. So make sure you go 7 blocks, and that's including this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then connect the 2 together. Okay, now that should be like a really good perfect square. Now if you want to, you can add another sea lantern here. You're gonna have to do this for all 4 sides. So a helpful tip, make sure we build the outline first, then we can get started with the thing. So yeah, I'll get started with that. If you want to make this easy for you, just put a bunch of scaffolding down. So basically just put a bunch of scaffolding until you reach the top of this layer. We're going to be adding another layer onto it, but yeah, that's basically what's going to happen here. So there we go. Now done that, we're going to make some more towers, but I want to build we'll build the outline now. So I'll be back when this is done. Okay, so I've built the outline. That's basically what it's going to look like, but I also want to show you something else that you might want to take into consideration. I'm going to show you how to build this as well. It's pretty simple. This is what the whole entire thing is going to look like for it to go from one end to the other. So basically what we want to do is make like a sea lantern night trail going all the way into this tower. And I've also decided to make these towers a bit bigger, so make sure you just do it 3 wide. And we're going to do this on the side so I could show you a bit easier on how to build this. So I've basically gone through all the trouble and put this going to at least this corner right here. So what you're going to do now is just make sure you keep repeating what I'm doing until you reach the very end. And the good thing about this build is it's not exactly too cramped. So basically you'll be just fine building this. And just cover this up and do the same thing on the other side, and you are good to go. And just punch out these blocks and you're good to go. Now I know that looks a little bit weird, but it's the only way I could have possibly made it look good. So play with that if you want to. Play with some new looks around. But the next thing we're going to be doing are these towers right here. So basically I want to keep these towers nice and simple. The easiest way to do these towers is just to build them manually. It's just a lot safer. But if you wanted to use a command, use the fill command and use it on Blackstone. It's a lot easier. Just start from the lowest command and then go to the highest command. And the highest command for this tower is going to be 144. Yeah. So the easiest way to complete these towers here is to use the fill command. So start from wherever you left off with the outline and go up to about 144. once you're done 144 blocks tall, just go to like another corner and then take a photo of wherever you want to take it from, and write that whole command down. Put black zone at the end. Don't forget to put those 2 marks on there, and you'll be all sweet to go. So I'm gonna skip ahead to do this. Yeah, by the way, that's not including the watchtower thing there. If you want to add the watchtower, it's going to be a bit more taller, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start building all this in, because, well, it'd be pretty boring if you guys wanted to just sit here and watch me build this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing the commands, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I might have forgot to mention this, but if you want to try and get up to the next level from like the middle area, just add some scaffolding going all the way up to the top. And when I say the top, I really mean the top. Go all the way up to your pillar, to the top of your pillar. And then once you've done that, let's move on to the next thing, shall we? So I have been working a little bit on this entrance right here, and we're just going to make it look this simple. Let's place this back, and yeah, we're basically going to be copying this, but on this wall right here. Now you don't want to do this on the next floor, but you know, it just helps to know that you can do this. So to keep it simple, I'm just gonna take out all this, and we're gonna copy this exact wall but on this side. But I'll show you how to do it, like if I never did this wall in the first place. So let's start, I guess. So as you can see, I've already done 2. So what you want to do is you want to kind of go right from this angle right here and just start punching out blocks going up to the very top. Not very top, I mean like to about where this is. And if you punch out too many blocks, just go to where it's the top and just fill in what you've put too much of. So once you've done that, just go out here, go 2 up, then go 1 up, and then do another 2 up. Now I think that looks alright. Oh, and do another 2 up from here as well. Now basically copy this wall, but on the side. So copy that, just punch out some blocks, and then fill in what you've done too much of. Go up 2 blocks, then go up 1 block, then go up 2 blocks, and then that should look correct. Now all you need to do is just punch out the rest of those blocks, and there's your entrance done. Now I'm not going to go over the inside of what to fill in here. That's what I'm going to leave up to you. You can fill in this big area with whatever you want, but I'm just showing you how to build this castle. We need to get some light in here. I've already done a little bit of lighting, but to be very honest, it doesn't really matter what you use, just as long as you put some light in the place, because it doesn't really look that nice. Now, there's multiple blocks you can use. You could use you can use the soul torches like I suggested, or if you wanted to, you can get this commanded block, which I'll show you what it looks like right now. So you gotta go to give and then at S light block, and then move that in if you've done it the same thing as me. Go click on the number 1 and then do 15. That should be correct. Now once you've collected that block, you should see it in your inventory right here. What this does is it just, well, basically self-explanatory, it lights up an area. Now that's probably the easiest way out, but if you wanted to make this look nice, just, well, you might have to use this kind of lighting, but still it's good to know that there is actually that kind of lighting out there. So what you want to do here is it doesn't really matter what you use or how you do it, just put some light in. It doesn't matter until you get right to the top, and then do the same thing but from the top going down, and do this on all the pillars at least. And then you're gonna have to fill in the lights again, but when you're building the walls onto the next floor, and this is going to be the last floor. So basically all we'll have to do after that is just make these walls. So let's just fill up these area with torches and we can get straight into it. Done building this tower, all four of these towers. Now we're going to be building these little extra roof area balcony things on top. And then after that, all we have to do next is just build the walls. But let's focus on this first. So what I like to do here is I like to go around the outside with the blackstone, and once you've done that, just go up 8 from these 4 blocks right here. Alright, go 8 up from those blocks, excluding the block you just placed down. So go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go around the outside with red nether brick. Alright, that looks nice. Now do the same thing, but down 1 block from the top. So go from here and go around the outside again. Alright, so once you've done that, add 4 blocks in every one of these corners. Okay, so you've done that, just do the same thing but below the layer up here, but do the same thing here. And that's that done. Alright, so next thing you're going to do is get the blackstone, go around the outside above the red nether brick, and at least then now you'll have a bit of an outline, and then cover it up. So from each corner here, place blackstone till you reach the top of here, so it matches up in line. But do that on each corner. So once you've done that, make sure you grab your red nether brick stairs and start going around the outside of that layer you just placed down of the corner. And put another one on top of here and go around again. Now you could make this hollow and you can make this solid, but I'd suggest just doing it as a hollow one because it just saves a lot of time. Okay, another one on top of here, and just keep going until you've done 2 more, including this one. Okay, so you see this big hole here, just cover that up with the red nether brick and then do that 2 more layers above it. So it looks like this. Alright, once you've done that, get your red nether brick stairs, go around this. Do this twice. Once you've done this, so I just go up 1 more. And cover up that middle bit with the red nether brick. Put the red nether brick slab on top, and you have done this really nicely. Now, there is a way that I did before that I forgot to tell you, but I'm going to show you what that is now. Remember that scaffolding we placed before? Well, make sure you go to that scaffolding just before and just keep placing the scaffolding up until you reach the ceiling, I guess. And do this for all the pillars. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to build the walls now. So the first thing you want to do is just go up from the outline you did a while ago and go up 42 blocks tall from this point right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 41, 42. Now, once you've done that, forget about all the rest of this and just work on the inside of here. So, what you want to do here is you want to fill in basically from where you want to make the entrance, which will be right here. So, just fill in all the entrance, and yeah, that's basically what you should do with the entrance, and make sure you do that for all 4 towers. Okay, so once you've done that, now all you want to do is break that one block right here and use any kind of camera you got, preferably a mobile phone, and just take a picture of coordinates that you're going to need. So you're going to need the coordinate from here. Now you could place this block back if you want to, it doesn't matter. But what you want to do next is just grab the coordinate from the other side of the wall. So go to this point right here. As you can see, I was up there before, now I'm down here. Take a photo of this and then put the command in as such, but I'll show you what that command is right now. The fill command is going to be your best friend for this. So like I said before, what I do is I always go just put in all the numbers and put anything extra last. So I do this first. There's going to be some minus marks, I want to call them. Once you've typed in the command that you did from like that certain location of where you started the build, just grab that command, put it in, and then put the next command, which was down below, next. Okay, you've got the first one down, now do the second. 177. Now to fast forward things, like you just saw here, I went 177, and it went to 88 as well, but you could take out those last two numbers and just put down the lower number of what you need. So for me it's 47, so put that in and then go do the last number you need, which is that for me. Now we put in the minuses here and here, and the last thing we need to do is just put the block name that we want in there. So we're going to be using black stone, like I always use. And just like that, this entire thing has now been filled in, and it has saved you a lot of time. Now, I'd suggest doing this for like all four sides, and then after that, I'll show you what to do next. So what you want to do next is you actually want to go down about 3 blocks from the top layer here. So go down 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, there's a 2 gap thing right here. Now what you want to do is you want to fill this in 3 wide as well. So fill these in until you get to the other side, but don't go up yet. Don't go up yet at all. Just fill these ones in, and yeah, that's basically all you need to do here, and do the same on the other side too. Okay, you've done that. Now do the same thing on the other side. So go 2 down and then place 3 blocks going outwards like this, and then just fill those in, but don't fill in the top 2 like I said before. So just fill this in and I will tell you what to do next. Okay, so you've done that. The next thing you want to do is fill these up here 2 times. Like go up twice from here. Don't fill in this area just yet. We're going to be doing that with a different block. So make sure you just do that and we can get started with the next thing. Okay, so I just realized I made a bit of a mistake. I put block too short. I'm just gonna fill this in. This is unrelated, so just ignore this part. Okay, so just fill in this layer as well, so that way there's 2 right here, and fill them both up so they're even with the entrance. So the next thing you want to do is just do the same thing, but on the other side. So fill in this layer right here till you get to the entrance thing. Now you want to leave these 2 blocks out for a reason, and we're going to use them soon. Okay, so your build should look like this. So the next thing you want to do is, you remember these 2 blocks right here? The bottom one, like right there, is going to be filled with lava. The one above it is going to be red stained glass. So just fill this in till you get to the other side, and then place the stained glass afterwards on top. It doesn't matter if you miss a couple things. It just matters if you get it in there. So just fill it all in, and just like that, that side's done for that. So just fill in the stained glass. Now it doesn't matter if you miss a couple. It doesn't matter because it's going to fill in on its own. So just fill this up with the stained glass, and it should still look alright. Now do the same thing for this side. So fill this in with the lava bucket. Okay, now fill it in with the glass, and you are done with this part. Now you could say that's the wall done, right? No. We're not done with the wall just yet. So the next thing of what I would say is the easiest way to do it is to put jack-o'-lanterns going all the way across here till you reach the other side. Now this will make it so it doesn't matter what blocks you have to punch out next. So do the same thing on the other side, and then after that you want to get your red nether brick slabs and place them in between the pumpkins. Now that's going to be a little bit easier to explain. So it doesn't matter which side you pick to do this, you're going to have to do this. So put like them one after each other. So like we got the pumpkin here, put slab here, pumpkin here, slab here, and so on and so forth. So just do this until we reach the other side, and do the same thing on the other side as well. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, your wall should look like this. So the next thing and the last thing to do on this entire build is to add these stairs right here. But it's not the only side you'll be doing it to. You'll be doing it to that side and this side. You're also going to do some on the bottom there, but I forgot to put them there. So let's start with this side because it's going to be the easiest side to do. Okay, so make sure you have the blocks facing upside down like this, but outwards one block. And this is what it's going to look like across the whole thing. So just fill this in. Shouldn't take you too long. Now to make this quicker, just do this here as well, from this side to the other side. Alright, now I made a couple mistakes here. Just if you make mistakes like this, just fill them in. Make sure they're upside down. It does matter if they're upside down because it just makes the build look a little bit better. Okay, so let me show you what this should look like on all four sides. Looks pretty good, right? So the next thing we want to do is do the same thing pretty much, but on this side. So basically what you'll be doing is starting, I don't know, here. Okay, that should look like that. Now let's do the same thing, but right here. Alright, now it should look like that. Now you could call it quits there and finish the build right there, or you could do it again but on this side but below. But instead of having it upside down, you want to have it right side up. So just put it up straight going across here, and then do the same thing but on the other side. Now there is another little thing you could do that I'm not gonna do, but if you wanted to, you remember that lava you placed down before? Well, you could break the blocks that are directly underneath it and make like a little lava fall going down, and make sure you can leave this block here if you wanted to do that as well. So this is what the entirety of the wall should look like. Now all you got to do is just do those little red things, but go all the way around the castle, and then you'll be done with this entire build. You could fit a roof on top of the entire interior, but I'd suggest just leaving it open. I think it looks cooler, and that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's basically the build completed. Alright guys, I think that's where we will wrap up this video for today. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like, comment and subscribe for more. builds coming to you very soon. Now, if you want me to continue to work on this one in particular, make sure you leave a like on this video. I will do it if we hit one more like on this video. One like. Oh, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.